Good afternoon. We are now in our 7th week of lockdown, the end of the 7th week, and I come with our 7th Saturday thought to you. And as you can see, I have tidied up my hair a bit since last week, cut it a wee bit shorter compared to my luscious blonde locks from last week's Saturday thought. But I wanted to tell you a story. I was washing a jar out to recycle this week, and it's a glass jar. And as we know, glass is something that we find to be very solid, very secure, and something that's also very precious. And it's something that we can break, and particularly for younger children, they'll see it as something as solid and nice, but they won't focus so much on the fact that you've got to keep it very, very safe too, because you can't break mummy's special glasses or ornaments, because very bad things will happen to you if you do that. But I was washing this jar, and I thought this jar was going to be pretty solid, and I thought nothing else could really happen to it unless I dropped it. But as I put hot water in it, I was quite surprised to see that the base had fallen off. I just had this crack, and the base here has come off the jar. Can't quite get it the right way around. I think it fits like that. And I thought that was going to happen to a jar just with hot water. It's obviously a jar that's not been made too well. But sometimes glass can represent the way that we see the world. We think of things as being solid. Our ideas and our philosophies are there for a long time, and we feel that nothing can shake them. And all it took was some very warm water, and this fell apart. Maybe at this time too, our ideas, our routines, the things we like to do, the things we don't like, have all been shaken apart and have come completely undone as they've done here. And I want us to think about something else, because I have got something else with me too, and it's the Union flag, a flag, or as they say in certain parts of the United Kingdom, they call it a flag. And I wanted to show this here because it is the VE weekend. Yesterday was the 75th anniversary of VE Day, and people were encouraged to have flags and all of that around them. And as we think about flags, we think about our institutions, we think about our nation and our monarchy. And it makes us think about what is actually important. It's important to respect and to honour the state and the civil authorities and the monarch. And in Scripture, we're told that too. We're told to fear God and honour the King. But what's more important than that is, as we look at the state, we've all seen things that have gone wrong in the state, poor choices being made as well as very good choices. And whatever flag that we identify with, some might identify with this flag, some with the saltire, some perhaps with the European Union flag. All these flags perhaps are something that we might identify with, or perhaps not at all. But ultimately, we do look to our nation, we look to our rulers for authority, especially at this time. And in the Victory of Europe, we think about the guidance of those who led us into war and gave us victory. We should also think of those on the other side too. We don't want to glory in war, and VE should be a celebration of peace and a collective reconciling of not going back to those days of war again. But sometimes we place our identity too much in our flags, our institution, our country, or identity. And whatever your views may be, there might be some people watching this who aren't too keen on the Union flag, or whatever flag of your choice. Ultimately, we have to remember that our citizenship is not of our country. Our citizenship, if we're Christians, if we're born again, is that of being citizens of heaven. Our identity is being brothers and sisters and being able to reign with Jesus in heaven. It's something for us to think about in this VE weekend, that our identity is not in our culture or our flag or our ideology, but if we are Christians, our identity is with Jesus in heaven. May God bless you all.